Oh,
quiet.
on.
I live in a very...
You live in Manhattan Beach.
It's a very quiet, humble suburb where people wear flip-flops, walk their dogs, watch practice for...
But their flip-flops are Prada.
So anyway, you live in the upscale, more urbane, hipper Hollywood area. So yesterday after the show, Christine ventured out into La La Land with actors and actresses and stars and stumbled into a barber shop. And who was in the barber shop?
You just say I stumbled into a barber shop.
That
sounds odd.
Tell the people.
I went to go visit Aaron at the barber shop after I was done with work here, and I sit down and I'm talking to the barber and to Aaron, and I turn around and there was, of all people, Russell Westbrook.
Interesting, Russell Westbrook, the sympathy vote MVP.
And that is precisely why he told me in not so nice words, I don't like that guy, Colin Cowherd. But he really liked me. And I have to say this. As much as I support him and like him, my conversation with him made me like him 10 times more because he was really genuine, really, really nice. And he said that he doesn't watch, I mean, this isn't great for us, but he doesn't watch.
Yeah, how's he know who you are then?
Because he's heard.
Oh,
and
okay.
I asked him, too, about you. I was like, so you didn't watch it yourself? And he said, no, but I've heard what he said, and you can criticize me, but he felt like it was a personal shot at him and his style and the KD stuff.
No. There's no question. I don't like his style. It's not personal.
No, but he felt like the stuff with KD that you got a little personal.
I thought he didn't listen to the show.
But that's what people told him.
Oh, by the way, he doesn't watch the show, but he knew what you look like. Or he just could tell from your voice.
There was another. He also is a huge fan of American Ninja Warrior, so that's how he knew. Right. No, but he said that he doesn't watch debate television. He doesn't watch like that kind of sports programming because he does like to just stay away from it all, keep a very positive mind. And a lot of people say that, but I really believed him. And he was just very genuine and nice and said, I just stay away from all the criticism because I have to keep myself positive.
I've never said he wasn't nice. And I say this.
Well, you said that, people didn't want to play with him.
Right. And they don't. That's why Kevin Durant left. When I criticize athletes, I'm not talking about them personally. I am anti 43% shooting point guard. I've been anti-Rose, anti-Westbrook. John Wall is better than most, but still can't shoot. Gilbert Arenas, Stephon Marbury. I liked Allen Iverson, iconic stature. Didn't like him as a point guard. I believe the NBA, for years, you won titles through centers, and now it's wings. And I think what's happened is it's become a point guard, ball-centric league. And there are lots of guys whose styles I don't like. I don't like Westbrook's style. I didn't like Marbury's style. The only exceptions I'll give for point guards is when I do think you're an elite shooter like Steph Curry or Steve Nash, and I do think Kyrie Irving is an elite closer, and you can get up to that 46, 47%, then I will let you be ball-centric. But I got nothing against Westbrook. I do not like his style, which is dynamic but tunnel vision, and incredibly difficult to play with.
See, I think that you like basketball players who are worried about the outside stuff too, and the business and the image. And I think one of the reasons I love Westbrook, and I tend to like guys like Stephon Marbury too, is because they literally do it for the game, because they love the game, and that is how Westbrook is. And those are the kind of things that he's said, and I appreciated him even more yesterday when he just was like, I don't care about any of the nonsense. I just care about like my game and being happy and having fun. And you can see it like the way that he dresses. He just, it's whatever he wants, whatever he feels. And I appreciate that in players rather than like, to each their own. But you really like LeBron for all of his business ventures.
And I like him because he wins titles and makes teammates better.
But I also feel like he manipulates. And
right.
Westbrook is just, he's a true like, I love basketball. I want to play. That's what's most important to me. And that's what it is.
And LeBron loves basketball too, but he is smart enough to see the big picture, which is I want players to come play with me. We have a dozen examples of players taking pay cuts to play with LeBron. And yet Kevin Durant, the one star, could not get out of Oklahoma City faster enough.
Well, it sure seemed to me like Paul George will be around for a while.
No, he'll be there 1 year and gone.
Okay.
By the way, this is going to be a
We'll see.
contest. When Paul George does leave in a year, that will then ultimately really close the argument that 2 stars didn't want to play with him. So there's a lot of pressure on Westbrook, because if Paul George leaves, that is 2 elite players saying, dude, we can't play with you. And turning down money to leave. Paul George is going to turn down money to leave. Kevin Durant turned down more money to leave.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, you and I just like different players for different reasons.
I like guys who people want to play with. Just like in this business, I like hosts who everybody wants to work with, not people who repel other hosts.
But
so
you're assuming that Westbrook repels people
he did
just
KD.
because of Kevin Durant. But there are other reasons that went into it.
Well, you can say whatever you want.
Those facts came from me.
Well, you can say whatever you want. Kevin Durant, multiple stories from Adrian Wojnarowski and others. Kevin Durant had a choice, and he got worn out playing with him.
Okay,
and by the way,
I can also tell you that there were a lot of players when they originally broke up that amazing team that they had that were just devastated that it was broken up and that they weren't playing with Westbrook anymore.
Yeah, devastated.
They were.
Yeah, they never go on record saying that.
Yeah, they did.
Sure. By the way, coming up next, it is remarkable what is happening in sports. It is an amazing thing. We're very lucky at Fox it happened for us yesterday. We got very, very lucky yesterday, and I feel like since I've come here, we've been very, very fortunate. But a big break for us, and I'll explain that coming up next. If there